All right, hi, good day, everyone. We're going to do January 2021, number 21 to 40. Right, the product of a number p and its reciprocal may be written as the product of p and its reciprocal. Reciprocal means the opposite of multiply by. So this one, number 21, is C. Right? The product of a number and its reciprocal is always 1. So if you multiply p multiplied by minus, p will not get 1, but p multiplied by 1 over p would give you 1. Right? So when you multiply two numbers, the reciprocal of two numbers, you're supposed to get 1. So C is your answer. Right? Item 22 refers to the following diagram of a rectangle. The area of a rectangle in centimeters squared is x squared. The equation that may be used to find the value of x is, so first off, we know area. Let's start here. Area of a rectangle is equals to length times width. Right? Your length in this case is x minus 4 multiplied by 2. Right? They told you that the area is x squared. So that's x squared is equals to 2 by x is 2x, and 2 by minus 4 is minus 8. Actually, they didn't go that far. The answer is A. 2 by x minus 4. Right? So is equals to x squared. So A is your answer. Right, number 23. Athea normally saves X dollars each month, but in June she saved $4 more than twice her she saves $4 more than twice her normal amount. In June she saved, why they had to make this? Okay, so Athea saves X each month. Right, but in June she saves 4 more than twice her usual amount. So if X is her usual amount, then twice her usual amount would be 2x, and then she saves 4 more dollars. So it's 2x plus 4. So your answer would be D. Right, then they said if 3 plus 2 over x is equals to 1, then what is the value of x? Right, now 3 plus 2 over x is equals to 1. Right, so first off, we're going to make x the subject. We're going to carry across, no, we're going to multiply. So to get rid of that x, we multiply this entire thing by x. Right, so you're going to get 3x. This 2 over x multiplied by x, the x's cancel out, so you get plus 2 is equals to x. So now we want to make x the subject, so you're going to carry across this x here. So you get 3x minus x plus 2 is equals to 0. So you're getting 2x is equals to, carry across positive 2 over the equal sign, that's going to turn to negative 2. So x is equals to negative 2 divided by 2. If you carry across multiply by 2, it'll turn to divide by 2. So x is equals to negative 1. So A is your answer. Or you can always just put it in the answer. So 3 plus 2 over negative 1. 2 over negative 1 is actually negative 2. So 3 minus 2 would give you 1. Right? If you wanted to do it that way. All right, this question, 5n plus 1 multiplied by 5n plus 2 is the same as saying, now guys, this is where you have to use your laws of indices. There's no helping it, right? Your laws of indices states that if your bases are the same, if you're multiplying and your bases are the same, in this case your base is 5, you add the powers. So this is going to be 5n plus 1 by 5n, hold on, multiplied by 5n plus 2. This is going to be equals to 5 to the power of n plus 1 plus n plus 2. So that's 5 by 2n, right? N plus 1 is, n by n is, n plus n is 2n, and 1 plus 2 is plus 3. So this would be B. Right, you have to apply your laws of indices. There's no if, buts, and maybes about number 25. Right, this question. If 5 by x minus 2 minus 3 by x plus 4 is equal to 0, then what is y? Now, guys, you can, if you have the options here, you can put it in the answer here and wait and solve it until it gets 0, or solve for y. I'm going to solve for y by we multiplying 5 by everything in the bracket here. It's going to be 5y, and then 5 by minus 2 is minus 10. And then minus 3 by y is minus 3y, and minus 3 by 4 is plus, not plus, sorry, minus 12 is equals to 0. So you have 5y minus 3y minus 10 minus 12 is equals to 0. So you have 2y minus 22 is equals to 0. Your answer is D. I could see from here your answer would be D, but let's show well, 2y is equals to positive 22, so y would be equals to 22 divided by 2, which is equals to 11. So your answer would be 11. All right, this one they didn't ask for anything about if your determinant, remember this is the next way to say the determinant is equals to 0, that is a singular matrix, meaning it does not. Yeah, so if your determinant is equals to 0, that is a singular matrix, right? Meaning it does not have an inverse. Right, this one, the order of the matrix as row by column. We see this before. It has 3 rows and 4 columns, so it is C. Right, this question, they brought this a little bit different. They say negative P minus 2Q. That's negative by 3 by 2 because P is 3, 2. And then minus 2 by Q is minus 1, 4. Right? That's minus 3 minus 2 minus 2 by minus 2 by minus 1 is positive 1. And minus 2 by 4 is minus 8. 4 to the 8, right? So now, minus 3 plus 1 is minus 2. Minus 2 minus 8 is minus 10. You're looking, did I do something wrong? Hold on, no. Minus 2 by minus 1 is positive 2, sorry. So minus 3 plus 2 is minus 1. All right, so my answer would be D, minus 1 minus 10. All right, if we look at this, is this the repetitive? No. Item 30 refers to the following diagram of triangle OLM in which R is the midpoint of OL, and T is the midpoint of OM. OR is E, so we're going this direction here, and OT, that's from here to here, is B. Express LM in terms of A and B. First off, OR is half of OL. So this as well, from R to L, would also be A. Right? And then same thing, if OT is half of OM, then OTM would also be B. So OL is equals to 2A and OM is equals to 2B. We want LM. So LM would be LO plus OM, right? LO would be the opposite of OL. So instead of 2A, it will be negative 2A plus 2B. I put capital B. It's supposed to be common B, right? We can factorize out our, so it's 2B minus 2A. Factorize out 2, that's 2 open bracket B minus A, right? So the answer is D, which is 2 open bracket B minus A. Right, number 31. If it took a speedboat 9 hours to travel a distance of 180 kilometers, what is the average? We know average is distance over time, right? So that's 1080 divided by 9. First off, guys, we have to make, this is kilometers per hour. We have to make sure that the units that they give you, distance is in kilometers, yes. Hours is in, time is in hours. So we know that these are the units. So this is 108 divided by 9. This is supposed to be 12, 120. So the answer is C, 120. Because 9 could go into 108 12 times and 9 is 0, 0. Right? Item 32 refers to the following diagram which shows a circle centered at 0 and with sectors a major and a minor. Major arc would be this total, the bigger one. Minor arc is the small one. Right? In the diagram, hold on, item 32. In the diagram, the length of the corresponding major arc FE is 40 centimeters. What is the circumference of the circle in centimeters? So first off, we have degrees here. How much is the entire circle in degrees, guys? An entire circle. Very good. So we know that your circumference is equal to 360 degrees, right? They told you. Then they say, what is the circumference of the circle? How much is FE in degrees? If from E to F is 60, then the remaining from the major arc would be 360 minus 60, which is equals to 300, right? So we know this here, let me put it in a different color. How much degrees this is actually 300 degrees. They told you that the length of the major arc is 40 centimeters. So now we have something. If 300 is equals to 40 centimeters, then let's look at the options here. First off, guys, let's just note this. Its circumference would be longer than FE. So anything less than 40 is the wrong answer. So A would not be it. Okay? So if 300 is 40 centimeters, then 1 would be 40 over 300. And therefore, your circumference is 360. So we want to find out how much is 360 degrees. That's 40 over 300 multiplied by 360. 360 over 1, cross out the 0, cross out the 0, cross out the 0, cross out the 0. 3 into 3, 1, 3 into 36, 12. 4 by 12 is equal to 48. So your answer is B. Number 33. Now, item 33 refers to the following diagram, which shows a cylinder with diameter 6 centimeters and a height of h. If the volume of a cylinder in terms of pi is 180 pi centimeters cubed, then the height of the cylinder in centimeters is. First off, if you don't know your formula for volume of a cylinder, it is given in the formula sheet. Right, look for volume of a cylinder. It is pi r squared h. Right, so let's put that. Volume is pi r squared h, where d was the diameter, 6 centimeters. So r would be 6 divided by 2 because the radius is half a diameter. That is equals to 3. So now we have pi 3 squared by your height is equal to 180 pi. We see pi having common, so it's 3 squared h is equals to 180. So this is 9, 3 3s are 9, so 9h is equals to 180. So if we have to find for h, we have 180 divided by 9, which is equal to 20. So your height is B. Right? Again, let me just say both of them had pi on both sides, so I just took out the pi. Or you could just say divide by pi, right, on both sides. So you get 3 squared h is equals to 180. 3 squared is 9. I made h the subject of the formula, and that would be your answer. right? Let's go to 34. The length of the sides of a triangle are x, 2x, and 2x centimeters. If the perimeter is 20 centimeters, what is the value of x? So we know perimeter is distance around. They told you it is x. One side is x, the next side is 2x, and the next side is 2x. So x plus 2x plus 2x is equals to 20. That is 2 and 2, 4. If we don't know, there's a 1 in front of this x. So 2 and 2, 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. X is equals to 20. So x would be carry across multiply by 5. It'll turn to divide by 5. 20 divided by 5 is equals to 4. So your answer is A. All right, let's look at number 35. 50 guests has 2 glasses of champagne. Each held 150 mils. How many liters of champagne was used? Okay. Like I think we had a similar question to this, but let's do it. So first off, we know that 50 guests had 2 glasses of champagne. Each glass had 150. So let's find out how many mils each guest had. So one guest would have 2 multiplied by 150, which is equals to 300 milliliters. Right? This is one guess. So if one guess had 300 milliliters, then 50 guests would have 300 multiplied by 50. 5 threes are 15, and you add zeros. 1, 2, 3. There's 3 zeros. They ask you how many liters of champagne. This is in milliliters. 1 liter is equals to 1,000 milliliters. So therefore, right, we know that it would be 15. We can see it was 15, but let me just show you. If 1,000 milliliters is equals to 1 liter, then 1 milliliter would be 1 over 1,000, and therefore 15,000 would be 1 over 1,000 multiplied by 15,000 over 1, cross out the 3 zeros, cross out the 3 zeros, you get 15, so the answer is C. There were 15 liters of champagne used. Right. A square has the same area as a rectangle with sides of length 9 centimeters and 16 centimeters. What is the length of the side of the square? They said that your area are the same, right? So first off, let's find the area of the square has the same area as a rectangle. Let's find the area of your rectangle. The area of a rectangle would be length times breadth, which is 16 times 9. 9 sixes are 54. 1 9 is 9 plus 5 is 144. So we know the area of a rectangle, the area of your square is also 144. So we know it is side squared, or side times side, is equals to 144. Now what multiplied by what will give you 144? The answer is 12, right? So side would be a square root of 144, which is equals to 12, right? As I said, guys, you do not, in exam, please do not, you don't need to do all this work. And if you can see the answer before you even finish work it out, do that, right, and go on. Right, number 37 is a repeated question. I believe the answer is C. Right, but let's go and see. The circumference of a circle is 154. Given that pi is 22 over 7, the diameter of the circle in centimeters is, right? So first off, we know circumference is equals to diameter multiplied by pi, which is equals, in this case, 154. So that's diameter multiplied by 22 over 7 is equals to 154. Right? We are trying to make diameter the subject, so you're going to carry across multiply by 22 over 7. So your diameter is equals to 154 divided by 22 over 7. So your diameter would be 154 multiplied by 7 over 22, right? 2 could go into 22, 11. 2 could go into 154, 77. 2 could go into, 11 into 11, 1, 11 into 77, 7. 7 by 7 is 49, so your answer is C. Right, this one, the area of a triangle is 60 centimeters and its base is 12. What is the perpendicular height? First off, area for triangle, area is base by height all over 2. They told you the area is 60, so 60 is equal to 12 multiplied by a height all over 2. We want to find out what is height. You're going to carry across, divide by 2, so that is 120, so which is 2 multiplied by 60 is 120, is equal to 12 multiplied by h, right? We can all see before you even work it out, the answer is 10. But let me just show you. 12 multiplied by height is equals to 120. You want to make height the subject, carry across, multiply by 12. That is going to turn to divide by 12. 120 divided by 12 is equals to 10. And your answer would be 10 for your perpendicular height. Or again, guys, you could have put each answer in your formula. So your base is 12 multiplied by 5 over 2. You check that. 12 5s are 60. 6 divided by 2 is 30. So you know A is not your answer. And you could have done that like this instead of, making H your subject and stuff. All right, number 39. Item 39 refers to the following table, which shows the number of books 58 students bought in a sale. The mode of number of books bought is, mode means most popular. What is the most set of children? How much books did the most set of children bought? 13 is your most set. They bought 5 books. So your mode number of books bought is 5. All right, number 40. Item 40 refers to the following pie chart, which shows the popular games played by 720 students. First off, we see percentage here. All right, so we know that your total percent is always 100. So cricket plus 25 plus 10 plus 30 is equal to 100%. Before we even see what we can find out for how much percent is cricket, right? So this is 25 plus 10 is 35, 35 and 30 is 65. So C plus 65 is equals to 100. So C would be equals to 100 minus 65, which is C is equals to 35%. All right, so this here is 35%. Yeah, 35%. How many students played cricket? First off, we know 100% because they said the following pie chart shows the popular games played by 720 students. We know that if 100 is equals to 720, then 1 would be 720 divided by 100, and therefore 35% would be 720 over 100 multiplied by 35 over 1. Cross out the 0. This could 5 go into 35, 7, 5 go into 10, 2, 2 into 2, 1, 2 into 72 is 36, I believe. Yeah, 36 by 7, 7 6s are 42. 7 3s are 21, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. All right, that's plus 4, which is 25. So the answer is C. And that is how you would do this question. All right, and that is the end of January 2021, numbers 21 to 40.